So me personally, like God can work outside of the church or as God pleases. It's just, Christ told us some things and people are just saying no. Like they don't want to do what Christ said. What did Christ say? This is my body, this is my blood. Do this in memory of me. And people are like, no. And they're like, that's not your body, that's not your blood. Like, that's not the Bible. And people say they're sola scriptura, where they believe
And
Bible
you see,
alone.
that's one of those truths that the Catholic Church has guarded. And that's one of the main purposes for the church as a body, as an institution, is
Right.
to guard those essential truths.
And that's straight from Jesus Christ. That's not a pope or a priest or a human. That's God. God said, this is my body, this is my blood.
Yeah.
And if you go to John 6:66, the mark of the beast, it shows you, who the Antichrist is those that did not believe.
Yeah.
Many of his disciples left Christ because they did not believe it was the body and blood of Christ. And I grew up Catholic all my life, and I didn't know a lot of apologetics, or I couldn't explain why Catholics, had statues or the typical, Protestant, questions. If you grew up in America, you're gonna hear, why do Catholics do this, and this and that? I didn't know how to answer it. And I had some loved ones become Protestant, and they said the same thing, and I started believing them because I thought they had the answers. They had the Bible. But when I started studying apologetics, like my world was changed forever, because I realized Matthew 16:18, you are rock, and on this rock I'll build my church, and the gates of hell. I said, that's the church I want to be part of. And ever since then, I've just been studying like passionately about the Catholic Church, the doctrines, the Bible, the history, the early church fathers, and everything I was studying, I was sharing it with you. Everything I was learning, I was sharing it with you when we were dating. And then I was like, hey, look, Christ commands him to go confess.
And I have to say this, like, there's some things to it that are so clear. And then when you are like, have such a habit of rejecting that, it can be so hard to even see it, even when it's right in front of your face.
Yeah.